Hi, everybody. I'm Scott Gartenberg, product manager at PracticePanther. I just want to welcome you and thank you for joining us today. Before we dive in, I wanted to go over some logistics. At the bottom of your screen, there's a Q&A button, so feel free to leave questions in the Q&A pop-up. We'll save time at the end to answer your questions if time permits. If we don't get to your question, we'll reach out to you to answer any questions and also send you a recording of this webinar so you can always refer back to it or share it with your colleagues. Now let's begin. As I said before, my name is Scott Gartenberg and I'm the product manager here at PracticePanther. I have the pleasure of working on all of our features here day in and day out. And one of my favorite aspects of the job is getting to work directly with our customers to implement changes that they are truly desiring to make their practices run smoother. According to a report released by the American Bar Association this year, 60% of lawyers are more likely to be working on a flexible schedule now, especially those lawyers with dependent children at home. The current state of working in legal is this new hybrid environment where some interactions and meetings are in person and many things are done virtually. They also found that the greatest increase in difficulty was getting business from new clients, which 52% of lawyers reported as hard or much harder than the previous year. The problem isn't that there are fewer potential clients and cases out there, but it's that we've all had to adapt to a new way of collaborating internally and working externally to give potential clients a seamless experience that they can trust and rely on. So today we'll dive into how to set your firm up to collaborate effectively with staff spread across in-person or working from home so that your firm can provide smooth and cohesive experience for your client from intake to signing. Again, we'll leave some time in the end for questions, so please continue to leave questions in the Q&A box below. For years now, PracticePanther has enabled law firms to automate their practices and help people get more done in less time. We are an all-in-one, seamless, and intuitive solution that helps tens of thousands of legal professionals manage their complex and fast-moving cases without delays. In PracticePanther, you can manage your cases, create custom workflows, and send out invoices and get paid both securely and quickly with our built-in e-payments processing feature, Panther Payments. We're all about having everything you need in one place so that you can run your firm with the peace of mind that everything is exactly where you need it. This is especially important in today's hybrid working environment where people are working both in person and remote or doing a mix of both. You need to be able to collaborate smoothly and intuitively across not only your firm, but also with your clients. You can do so by having a full view of your cases and clients from intake to payment and have the full history of the client's life cycle in PracticePanther. Being able to learn and mold a tool to how your firm works is really the key to getting adoption from the rest of your team. We built PracticePanther to be customizable to your firm and continue to build out features to be simple and user-friendly while providing the support you need so that you don't have to reinvent your practice. I mentioned before that over 50% of lawyers are having more difficulty getting new clients and new business. It could be a number of factors, but one thing that's easy to control is providing them a cohesive experience that sets the tone on what it'll be like to work with your firm. I'm going to jump into a few features that you need to think about to make sure you have the right vessel for new clients, and that starts with the client intake form. Intake forms are digital forms you can create and send out directly to your clients. Add it to your website or email it with a hyperlink. And if you're in person, you can load up our client intake forms, maybe on an iPad. So go paperless because bad handwriting can disrupt the paper intake process and be difficult to decipher. So streamline the process with a tech-forward experience. With our intake forms, you can also customize the look and feel, like with your logo. You can even create forms for follow-ups afterwards, so you can really customize them to serve your team. Pro tip here that I want to share is that you can send both a signature and a payment request at the very same time using our Panther Payments One Link feature. Imagine you're entering an agreement with a new client and you want to collect a retainer and get a contract signed. All you need to do is start your e-sign request, and in the body of your email, you can add a hyperlink that is synced with your firm's unique One Link. Your client can then pay and sign your documents all within the same message. This will save so many steps and greatly reduce the paper trail and emailing back and forth that we see happen at the beginning of a business relationship. When you enroll in Panther Payments, you are able to accept payment from your clients online without using a third-party processor. Allowing your clients to pay you online actually gets them to pay faster. We recently released a report and found that our customers who have started to use e-payments on average collected their invoices over 20% faster than firms who did not use e-payments. And those same firms also increased their collection rates by 6.7%. So whether you use e-check or credit card, it's 100% compliant with the ABA and all 50 state bar associations. And we also offer some of the lowest processing fees in the industry at 2.8% for credit cards and 1% for e-checks. So the combination of Panther Payments, One Link, and e-signature feature will make operations like client intake extremely fast and efficient, which is really the end goal of everything we are working on here at PracticePanther. Let's kick things off with a simple overview of what e-signature technology does and why it's important for law firms to adopt. At its most basic form, e-signature technology allows someone to create a document for signature, send that document to a specific party, and allow them to digitally add their signature and return it to the original sender. Switching to an e-signature solution from the traditional way of collecting signatures simply makes sense with today's environment. Whether it be meeting in person to sign documents or even messing with fax machines or snail mail, e-signature is faster and more flexible than anything done in the past. With so much in limbo pertaining to working in an office or working remotely, adding e-signature capabilities to your law firm sets you up for success in any future scenario. Implementing e-signature also makes things like client intake much easier on yourself and your clients, which is a win-win. I've been able to interact with hundreds of customers throughout this process. From ideation to launch, our customers provided invaluable feedback to help us understand the type of product they wanted and why. As product manager, it is my job to listen to our customers and effectively synthesize and prioritize information so we have a good sense of how a feature can add the most value to their existing workflows. We addressed all of the requests that came in from our clients, and the e-signature feature would not be what it is today without your valuable input. This feedback we got from one of our early access firms just highlights how simple it is to get set up and use e-sign. You can use this feature right out of the box, and we were really able to do that by taking the time to hear your feedback on what you and your clients need. Some of our early access firms are even telling us that they like using e-sign and PracticePanther so much that they're reevaluating the technology they currently use at their firm and consolidating other third-party vendors. So they're saving money in this process, and of course, I love to hear that. We've designed our e-sign tool to fit seamlessly into the PracticePanther suite and added a brand new e-signature dashboard at the top of our menu bar. Once you navigate here, you can think of this dashboard as your e-sign hub, where you can start a signing process, view the status of documents out for signature, and even download signed documents if you need to. It's all internal, and I can't stress this enough. You don't have to leave PracticePanther for any step. One thing I wanted to call out is that this dashboard is also available within Contacts and Matters. We know that many of you are spending your days in Contacts and Matters. So if you prepare to send e-signature requests and track them there, you can do that as well. Another benefit of our e-sign tool is that you won't have to pay for a third-party subscription. We're happy to be able to offer e-sign at no additional charge to our customers who are on our business plan. So again, if you're on our business plan, e-sign is no additional charge. Again, you can start a signature request from our e-sign dashboard by clicking New e-signature request. And this is going to open up a modal where you can select an existing contact or create a new one. You can also tie this signature to a matter if you would like, but that's completely optional. Once your contact or matter is selected, you can upload the document you need signed, and you can even upload multiple documents to be sent as well. And we're super happy that we can provide that. Once your documents are uploaded, you can add up to 20 signers to be sent a signing request. And this is also something we're thrilled to offer because it really streamlines the back and forth process that many law firms struggle with when dealing with other e-signature services or even mailing, scanning, and faxing paper documents, of course. What's also great about this feature is that you can actually select a particular signing order. So if contact A needs to sign before contact B, and then C, and so forth, our system will individually email those people only once the person before them has completed their signature. Once you've set up all of the signee information, it's time to prepare the document, and you're doing this all within PracticePanther. You can upload files as a PDF or Word document. A window is going to pop up where you can simply drag and drop the necessary fields on your document where you need a signature, initials, date, and more. It's completely customizable to your unique needs. Let's talk about the email itself. For those of you that are familiar with PracticePanther, this is nothing new, but we believe that it's important for our customers to be able to customize their emails. This ensures your clients know this request is coming directly from your firm. They'll see your firm's branding and custom messaging in the signing request email. So just like when you send a branded invoice, you can also send a branded e-signature request. You can upload your firm logo and add a splash of color to the email header, which really makes these signature requests seem like they are coming directly from your firm. Finally, and this is something our customers really wanted, the actual message that you send along with your e-signature request can be altered to say anything you wish. And this is especially helpful, we're finding, in making your clients feel comfortable with the signing process. So just think of it as sending an email. So when your customer receives an email from your firm requesting a signature, it will look like this. All they really need to do is open the document, review it before they sign, as they always should, and then click the button to sign. Depending on what you are requesting, they can freehand their signature with the mouse, type their name, or leave their initials. Once they've signed, it either gets sent to the next signer or back to your PracticePanther account. Which brings us back to our eSign hub at the dashboard. Again, you will be able to see everything that has been sent out and the precise status of those documents. Next to each signer's name, you will have a little image that signifies if the document has either been received with an hourglass, viewed with an eye, or complete with a green check mark. Once everyone has signed, you can download the document, which will be stored right here in PracticePanther for as long as you need. A note here on document transparency, because through our customer feedback, we found this to be a major priority. communication is key, and we would rather over communicate than leave people in the dark. So for that reason, when signing occurs, all signers will receive a copy of the signed document after they sign and after the document overall is completed. The creator of the request, which is the PracticePanther user in this case, will similarly be notified each step of the way. So after one signer signs and after all signers have signed. The dashboard is also going to reflect this in real time, as we discussed on the previous slide. And our e-signature details screen provides additional clarity on all things you may want to know about the request. On the screen, you can view and download the document in its current form, as well as the audit trail, which displays the history of the document from sent to signed. For larger e-signature requests where more than 5 signers are required, the details screen also lists all signers and whether they have received, viewed, or signed the documents required. The workflow feature is the most popular feature on PracticePanther across the board for all practice areas. What the workflow feature does is allows you to automate the creation of tasks and events on your calendar, pre-assign who in the firm is responsible for what, and preset reminders in the form of a text, email, or pop-up. You can seamlessly collaborate across your team without having to recreate the wheel each time a new case comes in. Imagine you get 20 cases a month that have the same introductory steps going into them. Rather than recreating the wheel for each case you handle, you could preset exactly what needs to be done and by who, and let the software automate the rest. No more having to inform your staff. Just let the workflow feature serve as the guide for what exactly needs to be done next. Whether you are hiring a paralegal or are bringing on a new attorney to the firm, the workflow feature will allow you to standardize your processes in your firm and leave no room for confusion in any situation. What your prospect remembers is how you made them feel throughout their initial interactions with you, because this will be an indicator of what it'll be like if they hire you. That's why it's important to continue making that client experience enjoyable afterward, and maybe there'll be a great reference later on and bring it full circle to sing your praises online. A really great way to level up this working relationship for both yourself and your client is to use a client portal. It's the one-stop shop for all things related to their case, and clients can log in and access invoices, meeting information, documents, and messages all in one spot. So avoid communication mishaps, no more chasing down files, and provide a more cohesive and up-to-date experience for your client. It also shows you value their security and the privacy of their information. You can tie it all together, have your logo, your brand, and customize this experience for them and leave a lasting impression. But at the end of the day, PracticePanther is here to make law firms run smoother, increase the efficiency of attorneys, and allow them to provide the best service possible to their clients. Our business plan allows you to gain access to some of our more robust features, such as leads billing, SMS alerts, automated intake forms, and calendar rules, in addition to e-signature. But if you feel like your firm doesn't need all of these features right now and you'd rather start small, we do have other plans that could fit your needs. So I encourage you to reach out to us for a demo to explore your options further. So I know we went over quite a bit in a pretty short amount of time. With that being said, I see we do have a few questions. Feel free to continue asking, and if we can't get to them now, we'll be sure to respond via email after the event has ended. Do you offer training with PracticePanther? Yes, we offer free training, very user-friendly. You can schedule 30 minutes or 60-minute time slots and speak with a member of our team one-on-one. If you're hiring new people, they can learn on the go and get training from our team on what they want to learn. Regarding cost, so this feature is completely free for those who are on our business plan. So no additional cost is required there. Let's see what else we have here. Does e-signature work on a mobile phone? Yes. So we do recommend sending e-signature requests from your desktop when you're actually creating the request, but your clients will have absolutely no issues signing on a mobile phone. So definitely feel free to recommend that to your clients. What do I do if I, the creator of the request, need to sign the document? So there's two options here. When you're creating the e-signature request, you can add yourself as a user, and you will receive an email when it's time for you to sign. Alternatively, you do not need to add yourself as a user at all on that first create modal. And you can actually, once you're in the e-sign preparation of the document, we will prompt you to sort of sign now if you would like. So you'll be able to sign that document before it gets sent out to any clients. Is there a way for a non-email holder to sign the document? Hopefully my previous answer helped with that if you want to sign, but for now, all recipients are going to need an email address to be able to sign a document. Tell us about the proof of signature. Does the signature receive a unique number, date, and time in the audit trail? So yes, we do have an audit trail in PracticePanther. When you go to the e-sign dashboard and view any e-signature request by just clicking on it in the grid, you will be able to download the audit trail right there, and it's going to give you a very detailed overview of when the document was sent, when it was viewed, when all signers signed. So that should really have everything you need in terms of verifying proof of signature and anything else that you might want to know. One other question here, how long are requests valid for? And does the link expire? So yes, if you do send out an e-signature request, that link is going to be valid for 14 days. So if an end client does, or your client, I should say, if they try to sign after 14 days, they won't be able to. That's a very easy fix. You just have to send them another e-signature request, and they'll have no issues at all. So I think that that should pretty much cover it. We are out of time, but thank you so much to everyone for joining. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions or feedback at all, please feel free to always reach out to us. But we're really hopeful that this is going to be a real time saver for all of our firms. And stay tuned for more releases and more great features. Thank you very much.